Stand for the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, everyone. This is Monday, August 16th. If you have any questions or business with this council, come up to this microphone here, give us your name and address. Tell us what's on your mind. Call the roll, please.
Cedar?
Here.
Kinswater?
Here.
Lehman? Here. Member Kufa is absent. Laporte?
Here.
Paul?
Here.
Bolt?
Here. Motion to excuse Member Kufa.
Support.
Questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you.
We'll go to number 4, consent agenda, City Council minutes of August 2nd, 2021, regular meeting, recommendation approved. The B is the Golf Commission minutes of June 8th, 2021, meeting, recommendation received. And C is our Planning Commission minutes of July 14th, 2021, meeting, recommendation received.
Motion to approve A through C as presented, Your Honor.
Support.
Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, we are very fortunate tonight. We actually have a room full of people who are happy. They're actually smiling at us, and it's really nice. Thank you. We've got some recognition tonight, and there's just so many different people in this community that do so many different wonderful things. And every once in a while, we want to make sure we thank them, and that's what's going to happen tonight. Our first group tonight is the Sinclair Little League 10 and under softball state champions, and we are fortunate enough to have Ron Cook here. Ron and Matt, you guys want to come up to this microphone, please? So for those of you who may not know, this is Ron Cook and Matt Karras, and this is the bread and butter of the Sinclair Little League. The time, the hours, the energy that these guys put into this, we are very fortunate. We have a tremendous facility out there and a great program. You guys, congratulations. I have a certificate here that I'm going to give to you guys, and then I'm going to let you do the honors, I think, a little bit, introducing your teams and your people that are important to you guys. So this is a certificate from the city of Sinclair congratulating you on the state championship, Ron, Matt. You can step up this microphone. Go ahead, Ron, just rip right into it.
I don't have a bucket to sit on here. I don't know how to talk without a bucket. We were pretty fortunate this year, or at least I'm pretty fortunate, to get the opportunity to coach every one of these girls. I've had a few of them, but again, these guys are pretty special because they're one of 2 teams in Sinclair that have won the 10 and under, boys or girls. And they played absolutely phenomenal. We outscored our opponents through the tournament 113-13. So that's a pretty special number to me. I mean, because we work a lot on hitting and stuff, and we allowed 9 walks throughout the tournament with 3 different pitchers, Mallory Randall, Cameron Kern, and Carrie Yeager were my 3 pitchers and stuff. All 3 girls could be #1 pitchers on any team around, without a doubt. I was just blessed to have them, and they can play different positions and stuff. But pretty special group, very special group to me. I think to their parents too. Oh, that black eye there that Emma's going to come up here with, she did not get during our ball season. But she was still playing ball. So, but it's just to me having Matt here and stuff, because like I told him, it's my team, but it's his league, you know, and having you guys letting us come in here and stuff and give the girls some recognition. I appreciate that from everybody.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot in Sinclair that goes on and stuff. I mean, it's just, everybody asks me, how do we get our program the way we have it? And I just tell everybody it's Sinclair. It starts with class, and then we go from there. And everybody that's ever asked me that, that's the way I put it to them. I mean, if I've got class with my players, class with my parents, class with the organization, class with you guys up here, I mean, that just means a ton to the program. And having these girls down here to see people like yourselves giving time back after Little League, all right? Because I know you played, and I know you played, and I know you played. You played. You know, it's just, you know, it's pretty special. You know, it just starts here, and then it continues on. I mean, having Matt here and stuff, You know, Matt didn't play for me, but Matt Disserath did, and Jamie Haslam did, and I got the pleasure of playing against the little guy, Tom Foley back there. He was one of them spoiled little guys behind me. We took it easy on him and stuff, so. But it's just, it goes all the way through, and giving these girls the opportunity to come up here and get a ring and stuff from the Little League and stuff, I mean, that's huge. And to have him giving them to them, that's even bigger. All right, so I thank you all very much. We'll call the girls up. You got something you want to say here? Because I'm done talking.
I'll talk.
All right, we do have one girl that's not here. She was exposed to COVID this weekend, and she didn't want to give it to the rest of her teammates, so Carrie Yeager. I think it's more her mom didn't want to be on TV. I didn't say that out loud, did I? All right, we have fun. I mean, it's just, it's the smiles on those faces and stuff, they're there all the time. Win, lose, or draw, we always have fun. Yeah, loss hurts once in a while, but, you know, only for a second. There's only 9 and 10. The world don't come to an end. We're still waiting for Coach Hutch to come down and watch us. She's a softball coach at U of M. She hasn't made it yet. So that's one of the things that I tell my parents, enjoy, because before you know it, they grow up and they become you. So, can't put it any plainer than that one. So, all right, first girl up is Macy Kerbrat. She's one of my subs. She was a 9-year-old on the team and stuff. Definitely contributed. Everybody on this team contributed at some point in time. Cameron Cody is the next one. Cam's another 9-year-old. She'll be coming back and playing with me this year as a 10-year-old, so I'm looking for a lot more fun there. Malia Smith. Good job, kiddo. Yeah. Malia decided about the second or third game this year that she decided she wanted to be a shortstop. She was diving after balls and throwing balls from her knees and all that good stuff, so that was a good thing. Darby Larch. Darb laid down a absolute perfect bunt in the state finals and stuff, and that got the first run on the board. Was it the first run or second run, Darb? Second? Yeah, sometimes I'm a little backwards. But I had a runner at third base, and she laid down the absolute perfect bunt. Absolutely. She couldn't have done it any better. So that was a highlight for Darb, and it's some little things that make the big difference, and we talk about that all the time. And Emma Hustick. This is my absolute speed demon, and never can stop. She just goes and goes. And like I said, the black eye that she's supporting was not during my time. It was after the season was over with. Carrie Yeager's not here. She was one of my starting pitchers and stuff. Kara did throw a no-hitter and a one-hitter in state championships in the tournaments. So that was pretty impressive. You know, it's just, like I said, it was everybody here. You know, it's pretty fun. And then Leah Saibula. This one does the splits better than anybody at first base. And there is not a ball that drops over there that her face is not in the dirt or somewhere near it. So it's just, she's a lot of fun. She slap hits and stuff, and when she gets on base, look out, because she's going from 1 to 4. Because she just all out flies. Adeline Brockstack. Good job, kiddo. Adeline is one of the girls that came up with I have a travel team that we use, but Sinclair Little League now has a voting program that we use. So Adeline and Macy Kerbrat were two of the girls that were brought in to play on the All-Star team. So like I said, it's an all-around thing and stuff for everybody, but you know, it's a blast. They all deserve to be here, but we can only take 14, and I do take 14 always. And Ella Murray. Good job, kiddo. Ella's another one of them kids that can hit the ball very solidly when she hits it and stuff. And we've been working on that all year, and she's definitely improving every time she steps up to the plate and in the field and stuff. So it's a great thing to have. Blair Disserath. Good job, kiddo. Blair is my backup catcher and stuff, and she plays right field for us and stuff. And Blair's done some great things and stuff. She gets the ball and play and stuff a lot. And I don't have to worry about first base being backed up because she is there always. So that's a positive thing. And bad part is that her and a bunch of these girls are moving away from me. So that's okay. And Cameron Kern. Cam is another one of my pitchers and stuff. And the very first game in the state tournament, Kara got in a little trouble because when you put that word state in front of something, there's little butterflies that start floating around and stuff that normally aren't there. Well, Cam came in, Kara had 4 walks, and I never let them walk 4 batters. They get 2, they're 9 and 10, they get 2 walks a game. Like I said, we only had 9 in the entire tournament. So Cam came in and pitched 6 innings of, did you give up 1 run? I think it was. Like I said, it ain't over till it's over, so we ain't worried about it. But I think she gave up 1 run, but came in rock solid. I mean, just absolutely solid. And when Kara went out, that little old wives' tale, when you do something and the ball's going to find you, I put Kara in left field, and the first ball hit, went to Kara. So much for the butterflies. She caught it, and we got out of the inning and stuff, and that just makes things good. Meadow Karras. Good job, kiddo. Meadow is another one of my subs and stuff, and Meadow does a good job. Anytime I get her up there and stuff, I'm hoping for big things out of her this year. I'm trying to talk her into being my catcher. We'll see how that goes. She keeps balking at me a little bit, but we'll see. I've got a little bit of convincing in me. But like I said, just another one of them solid players and stuff that's going to be back this year. Mallory Randall. This is another one of my rocks. Mallory is another pitcher and stuff, plays third base for me and stuff. And you don't want to stand in front of a ball when she hits them sometimes. It's just not a good thing. But plays a solid third base for us and stuff, and then pitched also. Like I said, Cam, Mallory, and Kara, like I said, all through from districts to states when you only have 9 walks and we gave up 4 and 1 a game. That's pretty good. And last but not least, Violet Hunger. That's a special hug because it takes a long time for Violet to give somebody a hug and stuff. I think I got one before her dad did. But she's come a long way. And you see me give the girls hugs and stuff. I'm a very huggable person. I mean, when kids walk in the barn and stuff, when I work with the kids or on the ball field or when they first meet me and stuff, that's something that I do. I mean, they want to pay me, that's how you pay me. Boys shake my hand, and I don't let them leave until they give me a handshake, and then they come back and try to break my hand. So, coach-wise, I had Jeremy Hunger. Jeremy's going to be taking over the team this year and stuff at the 12U end. They're going to do an 11U team and stuff. It's one of the other things that we kind of work on is having coaches to follow the kids through. So when I have my 9 and 10s, I usually have 4, 5, 6 coaches with me. I'm kind of like the A's in baseball. You knew that was coming, didn't you? The A's always got first picks and stuff because, you know, they had that many coaches on the team somehow. I don't know if
Last you win.
No, yeah, you always win. But Jeremy, we had a blast this year. I mean, Jeremy was one of them guys that, you know, he wants to do everything and stuff, and he does a great job when he does it and stuff. But Jeremy can get emotional, like I do, okay? And we talk all year long about controlling those emotions and stuff, especially with the kids and the parents. And he's done a great job. He's improved 100% from where I first met him to where he is today. great job. I mean, all the way through. But I appreciate Jeremy a ton, and I think he knows that I do. And the other coach, and the reason, I don't know if it's COVID, but I really think she just didn't want to be on camera, was Stacy Yeager. And one of the things with these kids when I coach them and stuff is I don't make great ball players. Those people back there do. All right, I help them. I'll do whatever I can to give them the advice and show them drills and work with them and stuff and guide them and stuff. But if you don't play catch with your kid's probably not going to be one of the best. All right. Mr. Bohm sitting there, when he first brought his daughters out to pitch and stuff, he got a little shaky and stuff because it's like, whoa, where did that come from? You know, they're girls. They throw that hard. They really do. But we had fun. We got another one over here. Mr. Paul had another daughter that coached and played with me and stuff for me. And same thing. It's just, it was always fun. I mean, we had a blast all the way through. So I'll turn it over to Matt. I'm about out of air.
All right, I'm waiting for more of those hugging moments from you.
Give it to me, baby.
I haven't seen too many of those. I'm here also to present Ron Cook with a certificate of appreciation from Little League International on 50 years of service in District 7. I keep begging you to retire because I can't catch up if you keep coaching.
He said that to me. He said that to me, and I just laughed. I said, dude, keep on going. You got grandkids coming. You can do it.
There's many reasons why Sinclair softball has the best Little League softball program in the state. Libby Cody, our vice president of softball, is a big part of that. Ron, for the last 20 years with the Stars, keeping Sinclair girls playing in Sinclair Little League. Only Sinclair girls playing on the Stars is very important. And Ron is a big reason why I can confidently say Sinclair does have the best softball program in the state. We had a state runner-up with the 12-year-olds, state champions with the 10s. Pretty impressive. And we appreciate Ron as much as anyone else. And Little League International, they don't hand these out. You can thank Mr. Foley and Karen Foley.
Thank you, sir.
They took this upon themselves to make sure this happened. And we just appreciate you, Ron.
I know.
So, thank you very much. I won't talk as long as he did. So.
Now, before you two sit down, I have been asked to have the girls come over here and get you guys in there and get some pictures taken real quick. Can we do that?
Yep.
All right, thank you. Girls, come on up here and organize yourselves and make it look nice. Me? No, this is baseball.
I want a picture with you.
Let's just see if they want. This is these two guys. It's their league.
Oh, they're being recognized by City Council.
That's pretty neat.
Who did what?
The mayor.
Oh, for real? Oh, when they're done with their picture, right? Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, you're right. You want to put that in?
Thank you for having us, guys.
Hey, don't go anywhere, like girls.
Now, the last time I had this picture taken with that banner, you know, I had to lay on the ground, so it's your turn. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Girls, congratulations. Keep up the good work. Good to see you all here. Now look, you guys don't understand, maybe you do, but we are all standing in a room with the best in the state. Keep doing great things, you girls.
Great job.
Yeah. All right. That's better than a Some of those girls and women I recognize as kids I had in school.
One thing, Cedar knows how to clear a room. Cedar knows how to clear a room. Oh, Lenarski did come. He did come. He said he didn't want to come.
But the balls were square back then, right?
Yeah, right.
They're rocks.
They're rocks. All right.
It's not in the record, is it?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. All right. Continuing on with this night of thanking people. This next guy, hometown boy, just bends over backwards to get stuff done for this town. So many of the good things that happen are here because of him. I call him the eighth wonder of the world. He's from parts unknown. Jeff Bohm, and I got to give him this certificate on behalf of the city of St. Clair. Jeff.
Yeah, I'm going to say a couple words here. Well, I think Mr. Cook hit it right on the head as far as best in class, because obviously the city here, we set a high standard to do things. If you look at our parks, if you look at our beautification, little leagues, everything, best in class. I don't think you could say that any better. And it starts with leadership. I was just kind of reflecting. We had the first meeting, that was June 28th last year, when Mitch, Butch, Mayor Cedar, myself, we met with the Vertons to talk about doing the theater. Warren, I forgot. Actually, I called all these guys up. I said, I need you tomorrow, 10 a.m. on their boat. Do whatever you're doing, cancel it. We need to be there. There's opportunity. And really, if you look back from the things that have happened over the past year, we would have arguably never done this, hence, if we weren't faced with adversity. We had an opportunity to be able to put some of the shows on in the mall. We were able to do some of the theater productions. You look at last year, for example, with just the piece that we did in the mall, that was roughly $18,000 in entertainment. This year it's $175,000, right? I think all you guys talk. It's always neat when you're down there and you don't know anybody, right? I mean, we're all hometown guys. Usually you go somewhere, you know everybody. And people are just coming in from all over. And I can assure you that St. Clair is at the topic of the conversation throughout the county. Years ago it was Lexington. That's all you heard, Lexington, right? Then you heard the Marine City thing. Now everybody's talking about the St. Clair thing. So we appreciate you guys giving us the opportunity. When I say us, I know the chambers over here. They've been a wonderful partner to work with on different things. And Brian, the ringleader over there, we work very well together because no's not in our vocabulary. We'll figure out a way to get it done and to make it happen. So kudos to the chamber. I know there's some other people that are receiving honors, but the fireworks committee, I mean, look at what that fireworks show that, we just had this past year. So you have lots of different people doing lots of different things, putting on lots of different events to make this place a better place. And really, if City Hall doesn't want it, you don't get it, right? At the end of the day, if you guys didn't want that activity, I know other communities that don't embrace it and they don't get anything. So you guys make it super easy to do what we do. So with that, I appreciate all your efforts. Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you.
So we have a group in town that when I talked to their leader and told him we wanted to recognize him, he was like, no, we don't need that. And I understand that, but without mentioning and giving kudos to our Sinclair Chamber of Commerce and Brian Lelatowski and his group, everybody in this room, I think, understands how important they are. And you guys are really the nuts and bolts of the cool stuff that happens around here. Between, you got these Little League coaches and parents and Jeff Bohm, the people up here and you guys, it's absolutely mind-boggling at times when we think about this tiny little town and how big we are, So without further ado with me running my yapper anymore, I'm going to ask Brian Lelatowski to come up to this microphone up here, because I know he just wants to. And I'm going to give him this certificate on behalf of the Sinclair City Council and thank him. I'm going to turn him loose just like we just did with Bohm. Thank you. Yeah.
Well, I want to thank everybody. The board that we have is absolutely outstanding. They step up, they do the things. Even more, we have a membership that supports us. That's very difficult to get. They've supported us through everything. And now with that, we have the community that comes out to all of our events. They started out small, and now instead of a weekend, it's a month. Instead of a day, it's a week. So they're getting bigger and better. So we want to thank you guys for letting us do that, and thank the rest of my board that is here. And Bill, if you would come back up. The ones that are checked.
Okay. So we'll just go down the list here. Mike Weir. Okay. Yeah.
You shake his hand.
Yeah. Judy Kelly. Kat Hussmaster. Willie Devaney. Chris Paul. Give me that one.
Oh.
Brian Lelatowski. Oh. Sometimes you feel like you do stuff and people don't recognize it or don't even see it happening. There's so much goes on behind the scenes with all the stuff that we have in this town. But when you have like these young people come in here and they see this community feeling, I think it's just a great thing that we can put out there to these young kids. I've got one more little group, and I can't believe he showed up. Look at him out there. So every 4th of July, I am so proud of this city that when our fireworks are, when they're shot off, it's just like a great feeling of, I'm so proud. And there's about 3 people, believe it or not, and 2 of them are here tonight that are the blood and guts of this. One's Mike Laporte over here, and Dave Lenarski out here. So I'm going to have Dave Lenarski come up to that microphone up here, because I know, because Laporte told me he's shy. So I'm like, what? Dave Lenarski? I don't know about that. I'm actually going to give you these. And you're going to...
I was busy.
I know.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Cedar. Yes, so Councilman Laporte and myself definitely have been behind the scenes, and we kind of like to do that way, so I hope this isn't being recorded. The idea is, about 30 years ago, really, when we used to, if you remember, I had fireworks right over by the water little building over there off the land, and I was just out on my boat, and I said something different's got to happen here, and it's grown to be a big event, bringing in over 10,000 visitors and community people. So it's one of those things I feel very important. I know Mike has the same feeling. We start early with it because it's donations. The biggest thing about it is donations from the community, from the private sector and the businesses. So we wouldn't even be able to do this if it wasn't the community. So I can't even talk more about what Jeff Boehm just said about this community and this town and this St. Clair, and I'm born and raised here. So the idea is that the more people we get involved, the more people it goes from generation to generation to generation, so your kids can see it, and as they go on, just like you see the softball teams, the parents enjoy it too. So we have some big plans for the fireworks. I do want to give a big shout out to Malcolm Marine, because the way we do the fireworks today would not even be possible without Malcolm Marine. So I'll give a big shout out for them. And not just that, but the local businesses and private sector. You don't know how many people come up to Mr. Laporte and myself that'll say, here's $50 towards the fireworks, or here's 25, just because they want to do something to help. So it's a big ordeal, and it's going to get bigger, because I only see it getting better and better as the years go on. In fact, I know Mayor Cedar wanted to talk to me the other night, and I kind of skedaddled out of there because we do have some things that we say, you know what, we got some ideas, and that's what we're all about. But we bring it together, and we'll make it happen. So I appreciate it, and thank you very much. There is it only right for me probably to call up one of our committee members, Mr. Councilman Laporte, to receive your certificate here, please. Mike is always the first one to call me saying, okay, we're ready to go. Thank you, Mike. And we start things. You want to say anything further?
Nope, I'm good.
You're good? And we also have recognition also for Linda Simons. And Linda's, I don't believe she's here tonight, but Linda Simons is also here for recognition too, and we just get so much help when we say committee. I just that's committee. But I can't tell you how many more people are all involved in all of this. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. And I know Linda wanted to be here, but she couldn't get off work.
Yeah.
She works at the Voyager.
A lot of truth to that.
If you guys want to escape, we completely understand. Except for you, Boom.
Brady.
Yes, thank you for that. All right. Well, with that, I'm going to move to number 6, orders and resolutions. Resolution 2126, emergency declaration number 2. Mr.
I can handle it, Your Honor. Your Honor and members of council, before you is a proposed resolution that would extend the local state of emergency that was adopted by City Council back in April. Back in April, there was a rising tide of COVID infections around the county. The Michigan Department of Health and Human Services and the St. Clair County Health Department had recommended that local units of government consider that, and of course St. Clair City Council did. There was a sunset provision to that declaration, however, and that deadline is August the 31st. So without any action tonight, the local state of emergency will simply expire. But what prompts this proposed resolution is that last week, Dr. Annette Mercantant, who is the chief medical officer of the county, head of the St. Clair County Health Department, she indicated that there is a rising level of this Delta variant infection that St. Clair County has moved to, I think is described as a substantial category of community spread. And what this proposed resolution would do would simply extend the local state of emergency through the end of the year.
I'll make a motion to extend the resolution.
Support.
All right, made and supported. Questions? Call a roll, please.
Laporte,
Yes.
Hall,
Yes.
Volk,
Yes.
Kinsfater.
Yes.
Kleeman,
Yes.
Cedar.
Yes.
Adopted, Your Honor.
Thank you. We'll go to reports of administration. Mr. Rothy, what do you got?
Just a reminder, the next city council meeting will take place Tuesday, the day after Labor Day. Just on a few weeks, we have a 5-Monday month now, so it'll be a while until we all see each other again. But I look forward to seeing everybody on the 7th. I got the date right, I think. I hope. On Tuesday, and then if you're out and about, DTE has been installing some of the new LED light fixtures, and I expect that will continue. They have about 380 fixtures, so I do expect it to take some time to make their way through town. But I'll be on the lookout for that as well. And that concludes my report this
Any
evening.
questions from Mr. Rothy? Mr. Downey, you have anything tonight?
I have nothing this evening, Your Honor.
Any questions from Mr. Downey? Any city departments? Amy. Thank you for being here, Amy.
Thanks for having me. I'm glad that the crowd left. Makes it a little easier. Not quite as exciting stuff as what was going on earlier today. So I think you have before you the Q3 financial report. This is as of June 30th. There's really not much to say. The city is in fantastic shape. It looks like we're going to end the year, which our year end is coming up very soon on September 30th, and we're going to end the year with a growth in our fund balance. That amount is not quite determinable because we don't know how much revenue we're going to receive yet still from the Local Community Stabilization Act. We expect that to be maybe 100,000, right?
Yeah, it's safe.
Ish. Yeah, it's unpredictable, which is why I can't give a for sure answer. Other than that, everything is on target. We're going to be doing some budget amendments the end of September, just to move some things around and project for, actually, it's going to be more positive amendments, budgeting for revenue that is above our target. And one thing I did want to update you on is the CSLFRF, which is the Coronavirus State and Local, what is it?
I call it the Biden Bucks.
Yes, Biden Bucks, ARPA, state and local recovery funds. I think that's what it is. Anyways, it's the $552,000 that we are expecting. I applied for that on July 8th, and I finally just got word that our application has been received, it is pending, and they expect the first payments to come out in September. And so sometime in September, we should, if we're approved, receive half of that amount. So that's good news. So we'll have to figure out exactly how we're going to spend that pretty soon.
But you're not figuring any of those potential funds into this fund balance growth that you're foreseeing?
No.
Okay.
No.
Thank you.
No. They won't even actually go into revenue until it's spent, type thing. So we have to figure out how to spend it before it's considered our revenue.
Okay, thank you.
Does anybody have any questions looking over the financial report? The building department's really doing above what we projected. So there'll be some budget amendments there, both revenue and expenses, so.
That's just the result of permits and such?
All the building that's going on.
Mm-hmm. Right. Is there anything for Amy? Anybody? Thank you, Amy.
You're welcome. Thank
Keep
you.
up the good work. All right, any other city departments? All right, D, authorities, boards, commissions, council reps. Anybody have anything? All right, no unfinished business. Number 9, approve boards and commissions 2021 appointment. A couple appointments with your endorsement. Housing Commission, appoint Dave Gillis to fulfill the remainder of a 5-year term to expire December 31st, 2021. In the Zoning Board of Appeals, Burton Brooks to fulfill the remainder of a 3-year term to expire December 31st, 2021.
Motion to approve both.
Support.
Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? B, approve special land use group daycare 315 North 5th Street. Is that you?
Yeah, I can take that, Your Honor. Before you this evening, it went before the Planning Commission last week on August 11th. It was a special land use request to have a group daycare facility at 315 North 5th Street. The Planning Commission met and unanimously recommended council approve the special land use permit for the property. Any other questions? I know Member Laporte was there, and I'm sure he'd be happy to answer.
At all the criteria, there's no reason not to approve it. Make a motion to approve.
Support.
All right, motion made, supported. Questions? Call the roll, please.
Laporte,
Yes.
Hall,
Yes.
Folds,
Yes.
Kinsfater.
Yes.
Kleeman,
Yes.
Cedar,
Yes.
carried, Your Honor.
Thank you. We'll go to number 10, claims and accounts for August 5th and August 12th, 2021.
Hearing no questions, Your Honor, I make a motion to approve as presented.
Support.
Questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Go to number 11, we have one opposed on that. Okay, number 11 is public comment. Anybody have anything non-agenda they want to talk about tonight? Nope. Okay, we'll go to number 12. Mayor and Council, I do have one unfortunate announcement, and maybe some of you will remember Paul Mitchell served on this city council years ago. He passed away over the weekend.
Oh,
Yeah. Can't think of anything else, you guys?
Special events on it.
Oh, yeah. Geez, no piece, where to go? I do have one more thing, sorry. I need more papers. I know, they gave it to me. There it is, at the very bottom. Imagine that. All right, hey, there's some special events coming up. I'll just shoot them at you real quick. August 21st, this is the jazz concert, jazz festival. I think it's 5 to 8. Does that sound right?
Yes.
Sinclair Art Fair, August 28th and 29th. The world-famous now Rotary Pine River Turtle Race is August 29th. I think it's 4 o'clock at Rotary Park.